Cloud Foundry Foundation Technical Oversight Committee for the 2nd of May 2023. Agenda today then. Actions from last week, a bit of a question mark there, because I think we had one, I just didn't write it down. And then PRs, I didn't hear from Paul Warren again this week, so I was kind of expecting to hear from him since I didn't hear from him the week before. So I think next week I'll probably just skip on to the next group and try and slot Paul in later on. So yeah, PRs. Then any other business. Does anybody have anything else they want to add to the agenda or any other PRs? Add them in as we go, as usual. So the action I think I didn't write down last week was, I think someone had intended to write a bunch of documentation around the branch. I can't remember who, sorry.
That was me. It is a best practices. I opened a PR and I think got some feedback by Ruben. Yeah, it's work in progress.
Yes,
I have too many windows open, but I think I find.
Yeah, I couldn't find it on the board.
Yeah,
that's what made me think.
593, and I haven't ticked it as TOC because it's really just a little bit of documentation.
Okay, so I guess do we want to review that next week, this week, week after? Is that a thing you want to review here?
No, if there was one sentence that is a little bit difficult to understand, if we have sorted it out, and Ruben gives a +1 and I merge it in. And
okay, perfect. And then once we have that,
it's just a readme. It's really just a readme.
Okay, cool. All right then. 509 first. I know that's backwards, but 589 I figure might take a bit more time, potentially. 509, I actually brought this up because I was sort of expecting Chris to be here to use it to prod him, but since he's not, I guess we can probably just skip this one now that I've seen it again. Sorry. Right. 589 then. It might not be the forum for it. I just wanted to bring it up and give people a chance if they wanted to talk about it here. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. I know, Eric, you have.
That's moving the volume services acceptance tests.
That is not the PR I thought it was. Sorry.
Oh,
it's been a busy day today.
I think that one might still need a quorum of sign-offs from the TOC to move the repo.
Yeah, let's just sort that out while we're here. Okay, approve.
Okay, I approve it as well.
Yeah, that's sufficient to merge. Any objections?
No, we are complete.
Perfect. I'll take that as no objections. And that's done. Right, the one I meant to put in was the one for build packs. Like I said, I didn't know if we wanted to discuss that here. I didn't know if anybody had, because it went in like what, last night, I think? Maybe the day before.
I think I saw it show up when I was doing things Monday afternoon to prepare for this meeting, my early Tuesday morning.
Yeah, I'm guessing folks haven't. Well, obviously, you've definitely had a chance to read it. I don't know if is this something people want to talk about this week. I haven't had a chance to read it, so I don't really have anything to add as it stands. Does anybody else want to?
Yeah, I read through it. I like it, first of all, very much. It's a good way forward. There are a few detailed questions. For instance, how does the build pack detection work when you have V2 and V3 build packs installed in a foundation? How, etc. I think there will come much more, but maybe we don't need to talk about all these technical details right away. That's something we will learn over time, but instead is the idea with the stepwise integration the right path to go.
I mean,
or
is
should
that
we add registries right from the beginning? Image registries right from the beginning and make that a mandatory infrastructure part of every foundation. That's maybe more the bigger questions that we should address.
Yeah, is that a TOC level thing? That feels more like a working group choice about like changes to the individual components and requirements.
But I think it has many cross-cutting concerns.
Stefan, I think you're thinking like if we made like an OCI image repository or registry an infrastructure requirement, like that would be a big deal for
exactly
CF deployments.
These
but
are
I
the
don't think they're
questions.
proposing that.
Yeah, no, they are not proposing it. I think the TOC should deal with such questions or give guidance, but we don't need to deal with every detailed technical aspect. And I like the proposal, first of all. So it is a smooth, stepwise approach, and we will learn over time how to go. Yeah. So in general, I'm in favor of this proposal.
Yeah. I saw this and was like, yes, please. Selfishly, I've been telling people, hey, if you like the whole CF experience, don't like maintaining Docker files, have you thought about build packs? And now, if this is able to come in before my thing shuts down, it's an easy way to say to people, hey, you know that thing that you're already using, you can continue to use that outside of us now, which would be awesome. So yeah, a rather selfish like for it, to be honest. Okay. Then I think maybe we can review this, discuss it probably in more depth. I was about to say next week. Well, I'm away next week. But just discuss it as you please. Without me, I don't need to be there, I don't think.
I mean, I don't get the impression that this needs to rush through or anything like that. And like I see Amelia's tagged on it. I think she's out for the next couple of weeks anyway. So right. we'll let this go through a reasonably paced discussion process. Okay. So it's a pretty significant RFC proposal.
Yep. Okay. Any other PRs that I have missed in that case? While people look, I'll just make a note of what we decide on that one. Oh, so I'm guessing no other PRs? No. Any other business?
Hey everyone, this is Ram.
Hello.
I had a couple of items that I wanted to update the TOC. I'm sorry I couldn't get it into the doc. For some reason, it was only allowing me to add comments and not like text. But the first thing I wanted to let folks know is TOC elections are coming up and coming up soon. So there's a bunch of different things that we have to do to get that rolling, and we'll be starting those activities come next week. There's also the Paketo steering committee elections that we have to organize this time. So both of those will obviously be through Electo, and we'll be going through the same process for both these elections, I guess. And we intend to kick that off next week and hold the elections in June, like we did last time. Obviously, we're going to be sad to see some of the members go, but we are, equally excited to see more new faces come in and see other contributors step up as well.
Yep.
So Chris will be doing most of the legwork on that, but he couldn't make it today because of a conflict, and so I thought I'll just let the team know.
Perfect. Yeah, sounds good. I suppose that's a useful point for me to say that at the next election, I'll be stepping down as well, just because my product will be gone in December, so GDS and GovUK will have just no skin in the CF game for like half of the next election cycle. So it makes not a lot of sense for me to continue to be involved in that case. So yeah, I'll be stepping down in June as well. Any other business?
One other thing, sorry. So CF Day, CFP's closed over the weekend. So we've had 33 submissions this time. So it's the number honestly was very surprising even for us. Excuse me. So it was a rather surprising number, but we're very happy to see the number of submissions, both in terms of quality and in terms of quantity, rise up from Detroit. And I'm very excited just looking at it. So we have a program committee, and we're going to go through the submissions through this week. And before the end of the week, we'll have a very rudimentary schedule of what's going to be presented. I went through the CFPs and the submissions, and there's a good mix of the CF on VM stuff, some performance stuff, so there's good coverage in terms of various aspects of CF, and also some of the more recent things vis-a-vis query fee and other things. So there's a good balance. I'm very happy and excited and optimistic about what's going to be presented at the CF Day this year. So just I thought I'll just give a quick update on that.
Yeah, that sounds like there'll be some good talks in there by the sounds of it. All right. Anything else? No.
Oh, well, just in terms of the working group update schedule, I can try and ping Paul. I know he was at the same offsite that I was at last week, so he might just be dealing with overhang from that as well. I don't know if he's out on vacation, but I think we also had we skipped service management in the normal order?
We had. That's because they said they were out. So
yeah, I think Marcella was out on vacation, and
yeah.
I don't know if she's just back yet or out for
yeah,
another.
she is. I saw her in the doc. Well, she's in the document now, actually. Yeah, that was a conscious choice. Like she notified us a few weeks back that she wasn't going to be here. So I just skipped over to vulnerability management. So yeah, I'll probably ask Marcella again this week, and then slot Paul in maybe the week after. Maybe. Cool. All right. Same time, same place next week. Except I won't be here that time. Yeah. Thanks for your time, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you around.
See you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.